Hi, I'm the Busy Bee Mom. Welcome to my sewing channel. Today we're going to be doing something a little different. We're going to be doing some crafts. I was at a garage sale in a little town in Iowa, and this box was on a table. Musty, dirty. It says handcraft kits and lime HYD hydroxide. I don't know. Handcraft kits piqued my curiosity though, so I peeked inside and opened one of the boxes just enough. This is basically a box full of boxes. There's boxes in here, lots of boxes. I opened one just enough to see that it was a craft kit. Not a awesome craft kit, but oh, that's so dated craft kit. But I've got kind of piqued my curiosity, and it said $1 on the lid, and I was like, $1 each or the whole box? She's like, take the whole box for $1. I was like, sold. So I basically bought a whole box full of kind of dated craft kits. So in this video series, we're going to unbox them one at a time, and I'm going to try to assemble it and make it. So I'm going to do a little separate video for each one. This will be the intro for all of them though. And you get to follow along as I explore these craft kits and try to make something beautiful. All right, we're back for another handcraft surprise. This one still has the envelope on the back with the original owner out of Fort Dodge, Iowa. 1970. Oh, I can't quite read it. 1970. I want to know. Find out when this was sent. '76. Oh, look, it's a punch card. It's got the holes in it. All right. This tells about the card. Other stuff. You can get a terrarium. Cool. Look at that. Cute little plastic terrarium you can get. An Exerflexer for tune-up, tone-up, tonic. You'll slim it, firm it, feel it. Ah, it's an exercise band ad. All right, let's get to our craft. Let's see what we got in here. Aww. We have a little bird. A piece of what looks like kind of like driftwood, plastic. Paintbrush with no bristles. I'm guessing that it had real bristles and something ate them. Yum. Paperwork. Is there anything else in here? Paperwork. Oh! We have a metal stick, slightly rusty. We have lots of pouches of dried up materials. What do we got? Modern wood finish, stain, antique oak, black semi-gloss, so that would be black paint, yellow semi-gloss, yellow paint, and white enamel semi-gloss. So if I'm going to do this, I'm going to have to find some, because what's in here is no good. I'm going to need white, black, and yellow semi-gloss paint. I guess this one's enamel. And some antique oak wood finish stain. Alright, well this one's not going to be a great mystery about what we're making. I think we can kind of see that. So let's see what we got in here for prizes. Some sort of a sweepstakes thing. Look at the magazines. Needlecraft Classic, only $1, so subscription to Needlecraft magazine or book. Something, Needlecraft. Got my paper that goes with the box. Ads for more handicraft kits. Envelope to send in my film. Get my film developed for $2. And my instructions, I'm not going to show that. What is this? Form for ordering more handicraft kits. We're not going to look at that because we don't want to spoil any surprises when we open these. All right, well, I'm going to go round up some supplies and we're going to get working.
Dear club friend, a little bird told me, for a decorating cinch, give an inch to a finch. It's the natural thing to do. Our feathered fancied series starts with a goldfinch. The model for this molded songbird was hand-carved by a naturalist, a native of Minnesota's North Woods. He then shaped a bit of bark to be molded for the rustic, realistic perch. Goldfinch is your bird in the hand, but there are two in the bush. Catch them all for a fantastic wall grouping or shelf display. There's a lovable chickadee with his dark-on-dark plumage and flashing white accents. He's perched on a driftwood piece, perfect to pair with the goldfinch. Add the accent bright bluebird to make a songster sanctuary. Your decorating will sing this spring. The feathered fancies, goldfinch, chickadee, and bluebird are all listed on your 3-star for postage saver ordering. Sincerely, Nancy Lee, Club Secretary. Announcing an exciting new craft service. As a member in good standing of the National Handcraft Society, you are cordially invited to join a select circle of members and the exclusive new deluxe service, Encore, designed to expand your crafting enjoyment and at a substantial savings. Details inside. Dear member, I wish you could read all the wonderful suggestions we've received from our good members and friends. We do so love to hear from all of you. In a very real sense, your wishes are our command. And if you happen to be looking over my shoulder these last few months, you'd have seen the number of letters asking us to consider expanding the monthly craft surprise to include the companion reorder. As one nice member put it, I'd be more willing to pay double the monthly dues if you'd please just send me the companion craft at the same time you send my surprise. I'd really prefer to work on both of them at the same time. That particular letter, along with so many others, sent me scurrying to see what upcoming companions we had planned. Could we arrange to send both at once? Were the prices compatible? Well, the answer I got back were mostly yes, which really delighted me, because over the years it's always been my secret wish that I could afford to send a lovely bouquet for a planter or a second picture to make a pretty pair. Since everything looked so promising, we decided to give it a try under the name Encore, which somehow seemed just right. We organized this exclusive new service and offer you an opportunity to join the select group as they receive a double surprise, a monthly surprise and its companion craft, for only $2.95 per month, post-paid. As an Encore member, you'll not only get twice the crafting fun, but at considerably less than twice the price. Let me explain. The price of most upcoming companions will run as much or more than the price of your monthly surprise. So when you double your monthly dues, you see in an instant the savings. You make it at Encore's low monthly price of $2.95 postpaid. What's more, that difference, which will range from 45 cents to 65 cents, is for each and every month. When the companion item is the same, but in a different finish or color, etc., Encore members will be sent a special double surprise. To take advantage of the exclusive new Encore service, just check the appropriate box on your personal IBM member's conversion request identity card. See the back panel of this flyer for complete instructions. If you choose to just continue your society membership, the identity card may be used for that purpose too. And whether you choose to double your craft enjoyment with Encore or stay with the reliable monthly single surprise, you can be sure that nowhere will you ever find a better crafting value than with the National Handcraft Society. That's not just a promise, it's a guarantee. Happy handcrafting, Nancy Lee.
And it is done. Our little bird on its driftwood. I think this turned out really cute, actually. There's the one that they had in their advertisement. And there was also two other birds, the blue bird and the chickadee you could buy. So, but we happened to end up with the goldfinch. So, you could also mount him standing this way, but I decided to do it hanging like that. So, I did change the directions a little bit. When I originally put on the wood stain, I had to use this tobacco wood stain because obviously their little silver pouch was so dried out. When I first put it on, it was so dark that I took the towel and wiped it down. That wasn't part of the instructions, they just had you put it on. But the white with the finger was in their instructions. So that was a little bit of a change. Yeah, wiping that down. Well, hello, cat. The other instruction I changed was those legs were so long when we got done. I went to put it on the driftwood. I was like, oh no. It looked like shorebird legs, not little, songbird legs. They still look a little long, I think, but better. Padfoot, come here. I got the biggest, fattest cat in the way. So I changed the directions just a teeny bit, but then I had to substitute products. So I didn't have any paint at home. My daughter wanted to use some of my paint the other day, and I said, just keep it. She's 22 and lives on her own, so I was like, just take it. I never use it. I did find, though, block printing ink. I had black, white, and yellow block printing ink, so I was using that instead because I didn't want to waste the gas driving to the store or the money on paint. So it was a little thick, and it didn't seem to want to dry very well. Like the next day I touched it, and it was still like wet feeling, but I used the blow dryer on it. I think that really helped, and I watered it down. You saw me trying to water down, especially trying to do those little white lines. I had to finally water it down. I am not good at painting. This is not my thing, so I am pleased with my painting on this one because, yeah, painting is not my skill set. That's kind of why I let my daughter have all my paint because she's really good at painting. Alright, so there's our product substitutions. We did a little bit of subbing products because obviously we couldn't use what they gave. My rating system on attractiveness, I actually am going to give this a fantastic. I think it turned out really cute for a little cheap craft kit. This was originally $1.25. And two of them were $1.25, but one of them was a little bit more. For some reason the bluebird was like $1.50, but the others were $1.25. Why the Bluebird was more, I'm not sure, but I'm going to give it a 5. I think it turned out really cute. I will hang this in my sewing room. Makeability. I think 5. It was doable. You could actually do this. My only complaint was the legs were too long. I think it probably would have looked silly, but it was perfectly doable. Materials, really good, I'd say. I mean, I don't know. Okay, really good. It's plastic. What do you expect? I mean, but it turned out pretty good considering it's just a plastic, molded plastic. I think my biggest surprise of this project was the melting of the wire and sticking it into the plastic. I wasn't sure if that would work or not. I was kind of like, really? We're gonna melt this and stick it in there? But it actually works, and it's holding, you know? Now you can see where I did a little product testing on the back of the paint before I started. So that was my biggest surprise, is I was like, wow, you can melt wire and stick it in plastic and it will hold. So anyway, there's our little feathered fancy. For a decorating cinch, give an inch to a finch for our feathered fancy. I think she turned out pretty cute. Goldfinch is the state bird of Iowa, where I happen to live, so I'm glad I got the goldfinch. All right, thanks for joining me on another crafting project surprise, and you have a good day. All right, we're back to do craft kit number 2. Let's open our box. I'm just going to pull out a random craft kit. All right, got one. Let's turn some light on. Get rid of that shadow. Here's our craft kit we're going to look at. Feels light, like there's hardly anything in here. I'm going to take the paper and put it off to the side because I don't want to spoil the surprise. This is the one we already did.